All right, thank you, Shane. Trick-or-treating has just started for some areas, and I'm sure that your kids or grandkids are all dressed up and ready to get out and start filling up their candy buckets. Bowling Green Trick-or-Treat started just minutes ago and will go until 8 p.m. Warren County Trick-or-Treat times start at 4:30 and will end at 7 p.m. Scottsville times are at 4 o'clock till 7. Glasgow runs from 4:30 till 7, and Logan County, Russellville, and Munfordville trick-or-treat times are all from 5 till 7 p.m. And coming up later, we'll have tips on how to have a safe and healthy Halloween. And we are now joined by Napoleon Dynamite, or just kidding. You know this is WBKO's Isaac Calvert, who is live at Pumpkin Alley, one of Bowling Green's favorite places to trick-or-treat. Happy Halloween, Isaac, and how are things going there at Pumpkin Alley?
Hey, Kelly, it is amazing here at Pumpkin Alley right now. As you can see, I had to join in on the festivities. I've been practicing the dance a little bit, just a tad bit. I'm not the greatest. I can't be just like Napoleon, and I can't top Uncle Fester Hollandy from last Friday. But nonetheless, it's a great, beautiful day for Halloween and trick-or-treating here at Pumpkin Alley. Many great costumes from both adults and the kids. And right now, I am joined by Pumpkin Alley resident Dana Denton, and He's obviously ready and ready for the festivities here tonight. Dana, you tell me you've been here for 18 years. Tell me, what has been some of your favorite memories over the 18 years here at Pumpkin Alley?
It's just always so much fun. It's a zoo, being safe, where they block the roads off where there's no traffic. People just have so much fun. You see every kind of get up that you can imagine. You see parents involved, dogs, pets. It's just a blast.
And so with all these trick-or-treaters coming, it's just now starting up. But what do you think is the main thing that Pumpkin Alley residents here do? What is one of their favorite activities?
I mean, it's just for the kids. Everybody really goes all out. You can see over there. Everybody just really goes all out, decorates, and makes it all about the kids having a safe place.
Well, I can see you've already been decked out yourself. Just a little reminder, if you are planning to come to Pumpkin Alley tonight, Moreland Drive will be closed from Singletree to Renwood Drive, from 4 to 7:30 p.m. And also from Rollingwood Way and Bernard Way, it will be open for traffic coming through. But for right now, I'm just going to try to enjoy my time here at Pumpkin Alley. I'll have more for you at 5 o'clock. But for right now, reporting from Pumpkin Alley, I'm Isaac Calvert, WBKO News. Kelly.
All right, thank you so much, Isaac.
Welcome back to Sports Connection. Joining us tonight is head basketball coach in his second year at Warren East for the Raiders, Kyle Binge. Coach, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Well, coming off I feel like you had a pretty good first season there at Warren East for the Raiders, and now that we're in the 15th district, how are you feeling about this team this year?
Well, it's a big change in districts, obviously leaving, I think, the best district in the state for boys basketball, and you saw that last year with, 3 teams in the top 10. It's going to be different. It's not going to be easy. Allen, Glasgow, Barron. We haven't been to been out of district since 1989, so it's a huge challenge for us. But we're excited about it. We're in tryouts. The last 2 weeks. 6 of our top 12 are still in football. We had some injuries and sickness last week, so we're trying to get into the rhythm of things as the season starts.
And just putting that team together, obviously you do have athletes that play dual sports and everything like that. So how is it like getting those athletes coming in from football and getting them into basketball season?
Well, it's great. I'm glad, Warren East, we're a school that has to share athletes. We had a great year in baseball, and I think that's carrying over to football season. So it will take them some time with those football guys to get used to basketball, because being in football shape is a lot different than being in basketball shape. But we had a great summer with football guys. Got to play in a lot of summer games. So whenever their football season ends, which could be another month for us, but the guys that are still, in practice, we just got to be ready. And if we need to play some games without those guys, we'll have to have younger guys, step up.
South to southwest breezes have been rather strong over the last 3 days, pumping those temperatures up to around 80 degrees this afternoon. And the wind will be stronger still come tomorrow as we have a front moving our way. Wind advisory up for most of South Central Kentucky Tuesday into Tuesday night. More importantly, we stand a good chance for some rain about this time tomorrow. Not this evening, though. It's dry. There's Doppler Max, some clouds out there, and we're going to see an increase in those throughout our evening. But what a beautiful Monday evening it's going to be. Here's AAA Systems live weather cam. We see the high clouds and sunshine mixed as we look straight down Scottsville Road out toward Interstate 65. Temperatures all in the 70s, even pushing 80 right now in Burkesville. We have 76 degrees at the Mesonet location just south of Bowling Green. Tomorrow will be windy, it'll be warm, and then comes the showers and thunderstorms. A few of those storms could be strong. We'll highlight the timing for you, and we'll talk about a cool down toward midweek in the forecast as your news at 5 starts now.
From WBKO News, local, first, now. This is WBKO News at 5.
It looks like we'll be putting some emphasis on the green in Bowling Green. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Gene Burke. First, the county gets a recycling program after 3 years without, and now a new option for composting has emerged. WBKO's Sarah Walters is in studio to tell us how it's gotten even easier being green. Hey, Sarah.
Thank you, Gene. A passion for soil, recycling, and regenerative farming have all come together to form Compost Bowling Green. Founded by Charlie O'Connell, Compost Bowling Green offers residential, commercial, and community drop-off for compostable products. Residents can sign up online and shortly after will receive a Compost Bowling Green bin, which can then be filled with food waste and other compostables. Residents can then opt for door-to-door pickup or deliver the compostables to an approved spot where it will be taken to the WKU compost facility to be made into soil.
Composting allows us to produce this closed loop of, in the case of food, we grow it, we eat it, we waste some of it, we use it to grow again, and then we eat again. So it's positive for everybody.
O'Connell says he currently has 50 subscribers for the residential services, but he hopes to get more, quote, big producers like businesses and restaurants on board. For more information, visit compostbg.com. We'll have more on what's green in BG, including an update on how Recyclops has been faring tonight on WBKO News at 6. In studio, Sarah Walters, WBKO News.
Thank you, Sarah.
Welcome back to Sports Connection. We have some Gators in the house, Lofton Howard and Telltale Long of Greenwood football. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
So obviously you just wrapped up regular season play. Just kind of talk about how the season has gone for y'all so far.
You want to start it? Yeah, I'll start. We've had some ups and downs for sure. That first loss we had against Bardstown kind of set our minds right to how we should finish off the season. But I think that first loss kind of just made us come together as a team and really play well together.
I think we've had a pretty good season. I think it's the best season that Greenwood's ever had.
Yeah, regular season record, I'm pretty sure we've had.
Yeah, we have high hopes going into the playoffs, big expectations, and we're having fun out there.
Well, you're going to meet the Grayson County Cougars. They're coming down to get ready for this rumble here in the first round. And I know that this week you'll be focusing on those guys, but let's go back and talk a little more about this season, which is the best one, like you guys are saying, the Gators have had. That's a big deal. What do you think makes this team special this year, Lofton? I mean, what's something that you really feel is a big factor?
I think I know from my standpoint, being a senior and everything, we kind of took senior leadership pretty seriously this year and stepping up as leaders and being the upperclassmen, even the Ryan being the sophomore quarterback, had to take him under our wing a little bit, and with our juniors too, they've had experience playing on Friday nights. But I just think we've had to build a lot of chemistry this year, and I think we came together and did a pretty good job at that.
I think we play for each other, and that's really what sets us apart. Like, we're a really big family. We all don't want to let the man beside us down. Like, every time I'm running the ball, I'm like, let me get this extra yard because I know my linemen are blocking extra hard for me.
This is WBKO News Football Friday Night, sponsored by Connect. Together for a better Kentucky.
Who's ready to hit the gridiron for some Week 8 action on Football Friday night? Well, we're knee-deep in a district play throughout Kentucky, and even with many teams having a bye week due to fall break, there's still a lot of exciting games for many teams throughout the region. Kicking it off all the way from Cougar Field as Logan County hosted Madisonville North Hopkins. The Cougars sitting pretty at 6-1 on the season, and the Maroons right behind at 5-2. We pick things up with Logan County already up 7-0 through the first quarter. But the next drive for Logan County, Davin Yates pump fakes, sets his feet and throws a bomb to Zane Batten for the long touchdown to put the Cougars up by 2 scores. But the Maroons didn't go out without a fight. Lawan McAdoo punches it in for the score, but they missed the extra point. Midway through the second quarter, Yates sails and sweeps and tosses a beauty to Batten for what would have been the play of the week, but was called back due to an ineligible man downfield. But no worries, though, for the Cougars. They end up running away with the game 35-18. And shout out to our friends over at WPSD, bringing highlights from Paducah as South Warren was on the road this week to face McCracken County. Starting off in the second quarter near the goal line, Bryce Button sets back to pass and gets absolutely rocked by Owen Black. But later in the quarter, Button with the quarterback keeper shaking and baking and gets it down to the 1. It looks like a fumble, but he is ruled down. Right after that, Button finally gets it across the plane and into the end zone with the QB sneak, making their lead 22-6. On the other side, Pryor Lamb drops back and throws a beautiful ball to wide open Jonathan Venable, who runs it into the end zone untouched. Not a defender in sight for the 65-yard catch and run. But it wouldn't be enough, though, for the Mustangs as the Spartans win this one 27-13. And for our Thursday night game this week, Butler County hosted the Aces of Owensboro Catholic. The Bears coming in at 5-1, the Aces at 4-3. Hot start for Owensboro Catholic. The first drive of the game, quarterback Brady Atwell with the laser to Kaiser Frick, 7-0 Aces. Late in the first, the Bears respond, and it's intercepted by Gage Beasley. Bears with the ball in the red zone to start the second quarter. Brody Hunt with the easy rush to the side into the end zone, and it's now 7-6. The Aces made quick on their next drive as Atwell finds Vince Carrico, dives in for the score, 14-6 Owensboro Catholic at the half. It wouldn't be all she wrote, but the Aces kicking into gear on the offensive side in the second half, giving the Bears their second loss of the season, 35-12. And taking us over, the Battle of the Dragons, Greene County and Warren Central. It was all offense in this game, but Greene County comes up with the late 44-40 win. Don't go anywhere. We have a very special segment this week on Football Friday night next.